What is up, Nico Nation? Today we're going to be looking at some awesome Minecraft suggestions that I got from the Minecraft suggestions subreddit, and we're going to read them out and we're going to react to them. It's going to be hilarious. Okay, here we go. The first one, oh yeah, used maps, and you can put them in the cauldron and they become empty maps, and I'm going to rate these out of 5. Now, what are the benefits of this? Well, of course, if you don't really know how to use maps and for the first time you use it and then it kind of is a bit rubbish, I can understand it's quite detrimental, but at the same time, it's not that expensive to make a map, really. It's redstone and 4 pieces of iron, so it's not that expensive to make a map. The mechanics don't really work, right? You don't paint on a map, really, do you? Yeah, you can't like clean paper. It just doesn't make much sense. If you're gonna add this, you should probably add like remove the books, so remove the rank from the books, and remove like enchanted books. That's the only thing I could think about it being used for. But maps, for me, this is like a 2 idea, 2 out of 5. Okay, so next up we have, oh yes, the cool looking tool variants. I actually quite like this idea. I think it looks really cool, and it's something that they probably would do, because you know how like you have the items. No, you have the mob eggs now. They're completely different. And of course, armor is becoming a lot more customizable. I think with tool variants, this could work really well. And I don't know, like if there's a cool looking tool that you want, like for example, who's making copper tools? But if you do a tool variant, people might want to have that copper tool, you know? So actually, I think there's like a 4 idea. I like it, it's very good. Okay, so glowing stone bricks. I think this was part of like a post that was like suggesting a whole update about light and glowing in the dark. At first I saw this and I thought this was stupid, but actually I think it's quite cute. Do I think it's usable and do I think they'll ever add it? No. And it probably would look really, really bad. Because like, why would stone glow? Like the whole point of stone is that it doesn't emit light and stuff. So it doesn't make much sense to me, but it's a cute idea that someone would think of it. So they get a pity point. For me, this is gonna be a 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Okay. Again, another cute suggestion: throwing knife. I think throwing knife is a decent idea, I suppose. I like how you can make a weapon from like the 2x2 rather than the 3x3 crafting interface. That's quite good. I like that. But I don't really see its purpose. I don't really understand its point. Like you throw it, can you pick it up again? Let's pretend you can't. Then I think if you couldn't throw it, if you couldn't pick it up again, that would be a better use for it. But at the same time, it's kind of like a trident at that point. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. But I think it's a decent idea, I suppose. I don't know where to put it. It's between 2 and a 3. Let's say a 3. I like the design. I think it's cute. And I think that if they added it, I'd be a little bit annoyed. I'd be like, why have they done this? But yeah, I think that's a decent idea. Okay, this next one, hear me out, Nico, hear me out. Hot wind. Okay, what about that? Add some hot wind to Minecraft. For me, this is 4 out of 5. I just think Minecraft needs more hot wind. I can't remember what this was even in reference to. I think the weather in the end. And the weather in the end should be hot wind or rain. My two favorite weathers in the world. So for me, hot wind, that's a must. That's a must. Comment down below your favorite so far. Okay, on to our penultimate suggestion. The Reaper. This was suggested along with his sack of souls. I didn't know what this meant. They didn't clarify. I assume it's a boss, but I don't really understand the sack of souls. Like, they have the Wither. Like, I thought that's like the soul boss. But it's the Reaper, right? Which sounds a bit like the Creeper. So maybe it's something to do with the creepers and how is the boss of the creepers. Anyway, do I think it's a good idea? No, because I think if they can add a boss, they should add it into like there should be a reason for it. So either they're adding another boss into the end. For example, once you beat the Ender Dragon, the end is kind of then just vast, and you kind of get the same thing over and over again. So if they added like an end boss beyond the Ender Dragon, that'd be quite cool. Or a boss in the Nether. But I think the Nether's kind of a stepping stone to beating the game, to get to the boss. So I don't know if they should add a boss to the end, to the Nether. The Nether's difficult enough as it is, but maybe they'll add a boss to the overworld that you spawn. I don't know, but a new boss in Minecraft is needed, but you know, I don't know when they'll do that, and that's tricky. And I don't think the Reaper's the answer. For me, this is one idea. I think wasting the new boss on the Reaper sounds rubbish. So no, 1 out of 10. And finally, we have the Tank Beetle. This was a proposal to add a boss to Longgrass. It's kind of a bit Pokemon-ish to me. Do I think this is a good idea? I think it's a better idea than the Reaper, but I liked the name, the Tank Beetle. I think if they're gonna do like an update based upon like the plains biome, which they could do, it makes sense to do that. They've kind of done an update on the desert biome recently, so maybe they'll do an update on the freaking plains biome. And if they do that, then the Tank Beetle would be pretty epic. So I don't know, maybe a 2, and I don't want it to be a big boss. If it's a boss, then this is a 0, but if it's just a fun guy that runs around, that's gonna be a freaking 2, okay? A 2 out of 5.